Our chalice lighting is Cherish Your Dreams by Maureen Caloran. The poet Langston Hughes has written, "Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken-winged bird that cannot fly." May this chalice flame challenge each of us to cherish our dreams, for all things worth doing begin in the courage and inspiration of a dream. Our opening words today are Multiple Intelligence Are Welcome by Dawn Skeggy Cooley. The diversity of the human species is astounding. The fact that we can gather together for common experience is nothing short of a miracle. Today, let us celebrate some of those differences. Let us celebrate those who worship best through music, for whom the holy speaks through rhythm and harmony, pitch and meter. Let us celebrate the interpersonal worshiper who finds the sacred in relationships and in community. Let's celebrate those who worship best through the visual world, for whom the divine speaks through the aesthetic of a space. Let us celebrate the verbal and linguistic worshiper, for whom words and languages, stories and poetry are sacred sources of joy and revelation. Let us celebrate those to whom the divine might be found in logical reasoning, in mathematics, and through critical thinking. Let us celebrate the interpersonal worshiper, those who experience the holy as they listen to the still, small voice within themselves. Let us celebrate those who worship best through their bodies, for those whom the divine speaks through movement and physical action. Let us celebrate the naturalistic worshiper, for whom the sacred is found in plants and animals, mountains and valleys, deserts and forests, oceans and streams. Today, may we find a way to connect with the ultimate, each according to our own way of understanding and experiencing the world. May we bring our whole selves to this worship service and celebrate the diversity amongst us. And this is our Creative Corner. As I said, our whole service today is Creative Corner. So unless someone has something they do not want to share later, I invite them to do so now. But I just wanted to mention that you'll see on here, it says Bill's Creative UU Corner. And we did that because of our dear congregant, Bill Whitehead, who passed away, I think about a year ago now. He, during COVID especially, always brought beautiful poems to share with us every week to inspire us to get us through those dark times. So we created this segment specifically for Bill. And so he had a place to share all that with us. So today is in memory of Bill. We love you. Alrighty, so we're going to time warp back to Midsummer. So just pretend it's Midsummer. And we're going to have an interactive summer session here. We're doing Midsummer Poetry and Inspiration. Midsummer is a time of inspiration, the summer solstice, when the sun is at its peak. It is a time for renewal, for celebration, for stories and summer magic. Now, Shakespeare famously celebrated this time of year with his fairy stories of magic and mischief with A Midsummer Night's Dream. As he wrote, "Things base and vile, holding no quantity, love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore its winged Cupid painted blind. Nor hath love's mind of any judgment taste, wings and no eyes, figure unheedy haste." So in other words, it's what's on the inside that counts. And true love comes from connection and from understanding. As UUs, we value love, the power that holds us together, and is all at the center of our shared values. And as part of that love, we share with each other each week our joys, our concerns, and our inspirations. Our Creative Corner was created during the COVID-19 pandemic to create a space for us to inspire and share with one another each week. We dedicated this segment to our dear friend Bill Whitehead, who during COVID shared with us the inspirational readings and poems to lift our spirits. And so we continue to honor him today by sharing our love for this community through inspiration and poetry. So I invite anyone, either online or in person, who would like to share what has inspired them to share with us now at our mic or online. A reminder that this is being recorded, so we will have these inspirations online, and that this service is for all ages, so please be mindful of that when you share. Now the mic is open. Invite anyone who would like to share. You can share at this time.
I wanted to share a poem from one of my favorite poets, Dorianne Lux. This is a poet that I studied in graduate school. And she has this beautiful, like, meditative poem about life and death that I feel like just brings a really different perspective. And it's called Death Comes to Me Again, a Girl. Death comes to me again, a girl in a cotton slip, barefoot, giggling. It's not so terrible, she tells me. not like you think, all darkness and silence. There are wind chimes and the scent of lemons. Some days it rains. But more often the air is dry and sweet. We sit beneath the staircase built from hair and bone and listen to the voices of the living. I like it, she says, shaking the dust from her hair, especially when they fight and when they sing. So I think that's a really lovely poem. If you want, I can share one of my poems.
I would love that. Please do.
So it's from my chapbook that came out this year called Many Miles. It's mostly about my brother, and this poem is it's one of my automotive spiritual poems. So my background is automotive technology, so I've written a bunch of poems centered around that. And this one's called Drag Track High Bun. A high bun is like a Japanese poem form that combines a paragraph type poem with a haiku at the end. Drag Track High Bun, after Palm Beach International Raceway. The air is thick with high-test fuel in mid-July as a dragster revs on the straightaway, shooting flames. Cars line up to wait their turn on Test and Tune night, experimental races. So some of the cars are funky, beat-up relics like a Subaru with broken weather stripping and peeling paint. A Chevy snaps a rod on the straightaway. An engine dies at the finish line. 11 years pass. Some nights I pop awake and feel afraid. If only I could go back and run my hands across a Barracuda's hood, I'd gain some comfort encased in rust and chrome. At first, we begged for speed. Now we're yearning for the putt-putt of a four-banger grocery getter. Remember how we watched the seconds at the track, cheered when time was beaten? How many moments? I need an engine to tend, body quick to fix.
Okay, this is my one and only opus, written under duress the night before it was due in class. It's called Song of the Seasons. Spring has sprung, the grass is riz. I wonder where the daisies is. Summer comes, the sun beams down and turns our skin a dark red-brown. Now autumn comes, the leaves fall down. We rake them up with a scornful frown. Comes winter, and the ground is frizz. I wonder where the warm sun is. Anyway, my English teacher submitted it to the National High School Poetry Association, and it was published in their anthology for that year. It's like, wow, who knew?
I like
Do
that.
this one called Rediscovering Me. Yeah, ooh, let's go. Each day that slips away, I find a brand new beat. Rising from the ashes, feel my heart in the street. I'm piecing it together like a puzzle in my mind. Matthew Barnett Snaith, the name I designed. Oh, it's not just a name, it's the anthem of my soul. Occasion punk rock spirit that's reclaiming my control. Louisiana roots tangled in a fleur-de-lis. Each moment's revelation brings me back to me. I know who I am, piece by piece. In the light, I'm Matthew Barnett Snaith, ready to ignite. Punk rock and humanist, that's my vital creed. Each day I rediscover just how great it feels to be. Left the church behind me, found freedom in the air. Every scar tells a story, every trail is debonair. I've learned to taste the bittersweet road in my stride. Each step I witnessed warmth that I could never hide. with a splash of cayenne. My spirit's blazing bold. This punk rock heart of mine could never be controlled. On uncharted paths, I dance and I scream, taking life by storm, living out my dream. I know who I am, piece by piece, in the light. I'm Matthew Barnard Snaith, ready to ignite. Punk rock and humanist, that's my vital creed. Each day I rediscover just how great it feels to be. Can't believe I've never tasted this road before. It's a symphony of chaos, a revolutionary war. Roar. Skateboards and dreams, I'm breaking the mold. Every lyric I create, it's a story untold. Fists in the air, raising voices with pride. This identity I built is a burning guide. So here I stand, proud and ready to fight. Cajun punk rock anthem, pushing back the night. From the bayou to the stage, I'll let my colors show. With every breath I take, I'm letting my spirit go. Yeah, I'm Matthew Barnett Snaith. Here's my proclamation. Punk rock secular humanist, my glorious foundation. I know who I am, piece by piece, peace in the light. I'm Matthew Barnett Snaith, ready to ignite. Punk rock and humanist, that's my vital creed. Each day I rediscover just how great it feels to be. Each day that goes by, I'm discovering my flame. Mark my words, believe me, I refuse to feel shame. So let's raise up our voices, let's shout from the height. I've got my name standing tall, ready for the fight.
I got a great one. I was actually working in a mountain stream last week, so this is a really good, timely one. And it's called Fear by Khalil Gibran, who wrote The Prophet, a Lebanese American writer. And it's called Fear. It is said, before entering the sea, a river trembles with fear. She looks back at the path she has traveled from the peaks of the mountains, the long winding road crossing forests and villages. And in front of her, she sees an ocean so vast that to enter there seems nothing more than to disappear forever. But there is no other way. The river cannot go back. Nobody can go back. To go back is impossible in existence. The river needs to take the risk of entering the ocean, because only then will the fear disappear, because that's where the river will know it's not about disappearing into the ocean, but becoming the ocean.
All right, so this one's called The Victor by CW. If you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win, but you think you can't, it's almost a cinch you won't. If you think you'll lose, you're lost. For out in the world we find success begins with the fellow's will. It's all in the state of mind. If you think you are class, you are. You're out. If you think you are outclassed, you are. If you got to think high to rise, you've got to be sure of yourself before you could ever win the prize. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger or faster man, but sooner or later, the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. I got another tiny one.
Please do.
Okay. All right, be true to you, Anonymous. As you set out on life's road, unsure of the path you'll go, the most important thing you can do is always be true to you. Always remember who you are in moments of struggle or fear. Never forget or give up on the hopes and dreams you hold dear. There'll be setbacks and rejection and moments of failure too, but you must overcome any frustration to achieve the potential of you. Don't forget to smile or laugh or to live in the present. No matter where life takes you, make every memory pleasant. As you travel along your journey, know that you're not alone. I'll always be here for you should you need the comfort of a home.
This is another spiritual poem. It's called Like a Rider in a Chariot, after the Katha Upanishad. And it's another high bun. In neutral, I press the clutch, turn the key. The engine opens its mouth and speaks to me. I must switch on the headlights if I wish to see. Some don't. Heading north from Miami in the middle of the night, a dark shape weaves in and out of traffic with nothing to light its way. The body is the chariot. I consider how I turn, steering column and drivetrain under my direction. Many miles later, I take the Juno Beach exit and drive to the ocean. I park and walk under the palms. I once said, I left my soul here, wrote, this is my home in the sand. Which part of you hears me when I'm speaking, your soul or your machine? Listen to the purr of the pistons. We want to transform, but no manual can help. We sit in our seat, seek silence.
The UU site has a lot of poetry on it, and there's I grabbed like a couple from this author, Jennifer Pratt Walter. I particularly like this one. It's When I Feel Helpless. If I can do nothing more, I go out the back door and sit on the steps where the tuxedo cat rubs my leg. And I look for the holy. If you call it life or God or mystery, it's okay. It's all in the thesaurus of sacred things. When trapped in the grimace of chaos and pain, I can kneel here in the grass at night amid the sinuous dance of moths, night-winged bats especially. When the moon is in a full bowl of holiness, or maybe I smell the first rain after drought, bedding down in the cricket field, and then I know. Meet me there where we can do nothing much together, but think and breathe holiness and pet the white-whiskered cat.
Blind rebel. Yeah, here I stand, can't see the light, but my heart beats loud, ready for the fight. For every chord, my soul ignites, punk rock rhythm in these sleepless nights. How can she love someone like me? A blind man leading, so hard to believe. She calls me a leader, said I'm a fool. But all I see are shadows. It's the world that's cruel. Rebel heart fist raised against the norm. But how am I chosen in this perfect storm? Anti-Christian, she says with a wink. The music I write makes them stop and think. How can I lead this rebellion? Can she see the fire deep inside my melody? Just because I'm blind doesn't mean I'm blind to the pain. In the lyrics of our lives, nothing's ever plain. Am I a leader? Am I a rebel? Does my music echo what they set as a label against the system? With a scream and shout, can a blind man stand up? Without a doubt. She says, I light the fuse, ignite the crowd. Is it all noise, or am I really loud? How can I rally the voices in the dark? With a heart in hand, I start to leave a mark. My punk rock spirit fuels the fire inside. But how can a blind man ever lead a stride? With each note I play, I question my worth. Am I just a dreamer, or is this my rebirth? How can I lead this rebellion? Can she see the fire deep inside my melody? Just because I'm blind doesn't mean I'm blind to the pain. In the lyrics of our lives, nothing's ever plain. Does my passion justify the path I take? Can a voice without sight truly awake? Her words pierce the silence, cut through the deceit. Am I more than just a heartbeat and a restless beat? Can I get an audience, a place to be known? Is this fervor in my chest enough to call my own? With these guitar strings, I feel the world sway. Blind or not, I'll find my way. Revolution in my veins, I hear the call. With every strum, rise up or fall. Punk rock's my language, chaos all around. In this life of shadows, I've truly found my place in the noise, my heart in the sound. How can she love me? It's simply profound. So here I stand, can't see the light, but with this passion, I'm ready for the fight. She calls me a leader with fire in her eyes and a world that's uncertain. I'll rise to the skies.
Do we have any other poems anyone would like to share before we close out? I see a guitar. Are you going to sing? Okay. I am excited. Would you like to?
So this is by Woody Guthrie. And Woody Guthrie used to have a sign on his guitar that said, "This machine kills fascists."
Yeah.
And this song is a memory that once upon a time we were all anti-fascist. Have you heard of a ship called the Good Reuben James, run by hard-fighting men, both of honor and fame? She flew the stars and stripes of the land of the free, but tonight she's in her grave at the bottom of the sea. Tell me, what were their names? Tell me, what were their names? Oh, did you have a friend on the Good Reuben James? 100 men went down to a dark and watery grave. When that good ship went down, only 44 were saved. Was the first day of October, they saved 44 from the dark and icy waters of that cold Iceland shore. Tell me, what were their names? Tell me, what were their names? Or did you have a friend on the Good Reuben James? Tell me, what were their names? Tell me, what were their names? Or did you have a friend on the Good Reuben James? Wow, really not warmed up. It was there in the dark of that cold and watery night that they watched for the U-boats and waited for a fight. Then a whine and a flash and a great explosion's roar, and they laid the Reuben James on that cold ocean floor. Tell me, what were their names? Tell me, what were their names? Did you have a friend on the Good Reuben James? What were their names? Tell me, what were their names? Or did you have a friend on the Good Reuben James? Have you heard of a ship called the Good Reuben James? By hard-hearted men, both of honor and fame. She flew the stars and stripes of the land of the free, but tonight she's in her grave at the bottom of the sea.
Well, this has been great. This is our first time trying this service, so I thank you all for sharing. Thank you all for continuing to inspire each other. We have this Creative Corner open every week, so anytime you have anything they can share, and Creative Corner is anything, a poem, a song, a sunset, this really cool TV show, anything that you want to share that you're like, I need to tell people about this, I read this great book and it was fantastic, all those things. We share them in our Creative Corner because we like to inspire one another and just bring that inspiration into this space. So I thank you all for sharing. So to close out, this is from, again, A Midsummer Night's Dream. If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do now reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, and we have unearned luck, now to scrape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Ere the puck a liar call, so good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends. Closing words today are Go Boldly by Jean M. Olson. May you be brave enough to expose your aching woundedness and reveal your vulnerability. May you speak your deepest truths, knowing that they will change you as you do. May you sing the music within you, composing your own melody, playing your song with all your heart. May you draw, paint, sculpt, and sew, showing the world your vision. May you write letters, poetry, a biography, slogans, graffiti, the great novel, laying bare your words to love and hate. May you love even through your heart, though your heart breaks again and again. And until the end of your days, May your life be filled with possibilities and courage. We'll now extinguish our chalice. It is Use Our Inner Lights by Amanda Alice Houlihan. If someone would like to extinguish our chalice, I'd appreciate it. Together we have enjoyed the warmth and beauty of stories and this flame and of this special community. As our chalice flame is extinguished this morning, we can still remember that its glow is carried within us. We can use our inner lights and this flame to kindle new sparks throughout our lives and in the world. May the spirit of peace and togetherness bless your lives.